What's up, folks? Super quick video tonight. We're going to talk about the new growing up version of Apocalypse mode. And if you're not familiar, the game has the casual mode, it's got the practice mode, training mode, where you actually get your freebies for it, and then it has the classic ladder mode, of course, and then it has Apocalypse mode. And what makes Apocalypse mode different is it goes up to 400 deck points instead of the usual 200 that you get at once you max out your deck points for normal ladder play. Up to now, it's been a fun novelty, something to jump in and play a full deck points deck, like all the way up to the Apocalypse mode, that 400 points, because we're seeing more campaigns that do that. And then also because it's kind of a way, like, say, for example, you want to share a screenshot of a deck you completed a max level campaign with, but you don't have a way to show 400 deck points because the campaign has ended. It's nice for that. But that's been about the extent of how useful it is. So it's been kind of fun, but if you do it, you're not contributing to a campaign, you're not contributing to your ladder progression. So it took away time from the points where you would actually be getting rewards. So I haven't touched Apocalypse in who knows how long, which obviously the developers are aware of. So they're rolling out a new updated version of this. So instead of just playing for nothing, Apocalypse mode is going to be getting its own individual separate ladder ish progression system with a couple core differences. So number one, it's going to be weekly. It's going to reset on Wednesdays. So I believe it goes Wednesday to Wednesday, I think. It's going to be the 400 deck points. And let me check my notes. It will be, there won't be any ladder. It's just going to be achievement based. So you get as high as you get. And there are a set number of tiers you can unlock. So there will be a cap. So you play a little bit, you'll get the reward. You can call it done or keep playing as you want. But the no leaderboard takes a lot of the stress out of it. You won't have to worry about actually competing with other players, and that's not going to determine what rewards you get. Now, I haven't seen the rewards yet, so we don't exactly know what it's going to be. I'll go ahead and play a game while we're here. And so we'll see. So it could be great rewards. They could be kind of on par with campaign rewards. I think that's more what we're going to look at. But this is kind of nice because it's not true card level. So it's a case where you can play your 400 deck points of cards, and they're going to be at the level they are, and you'll actually play against other opponents who are probably more likely to be at a comparable level than you. Whereas in campaigns, if it's a max level campaign, everything is max level, and so your opponent is max level too. Or if it's true card level, you're up against cards that may be considerably higher level than yours. Now this takes that away, where you'll actually be playing against opponents who will be approximately leveled the same as you. So it's going to be much more relaxing, a whole lot more new player friendly, which is really good. And another kind of quirk of it is it's not going to use your top 4 factions for your total trophy amount. It's going to use your top 6. So I really appreciated that as being really friendly to newer players, because that means that you can inch along with a smaller roster, or you don't have to get as many points with each individual faction, right? So you don't have to score as highly with each individual faction. You can sprinkle that out and spread it out a bit more. So if you have, instead of having 4 factions that each have to get up to 2K trophies each, you can have 6 that get up to, 1 and change trophies each, which should be dramatically easier. So this is cool. It'll encourage more apocalypse level play. It'll encourage more play of this kind of upper level deck mode. It'll give you a chance to really show off your supreme commanders if you have them, to play them at the quote unquote appropriate deck size for them. So yeah, I'm excited to see that, and it's very cool. So we'll see what the rewards are, but I really appreciated the whole design philosophy behind this, where it's giving you an actual reason to play apocalypse mode, number one, and then it's also giving you a chance to actually earn rewards for doing it, of course, and then it's also being designed in a way that's very kind of constantly on, where if you're getting a lull, you've hit Terra and you don't want to go any higher in the progressive ladder, you have something else to work towards, and then throughout the entire season, you'll have things to work towards pretty much regularly. So say you don't want to play the campaign but have a little extra time, you'll be able to pop into Apocalypse mode and do some of the rewards there. So we'll see what they are. I'm curious to see. I did miss when they start. I don't know when this is going to be launched. But let's see. Yeah, weekly rotation. So every Wednesday it's going to reset. Only need 2,000 trophies between 6 factions. Nice. Or 1,400 for the top arena reward. Okay. So to get to the top level, you need 1,400 between 6 factions. That's less than, what is that? Let me actually do the quick math on that. 1,400 divided by 6. Somebody's already beaten me to it, but 1,400 divided by 6. You need each of your factions to be at 233 trophies. Now, the wrinkle there, though, is that you will reset to 0 at the beginning of each week. So every time this starts over, you will have to get those 233 trophies each for your 6 factions to get 1,400, and then an additional 600 to get to 2,000 if you want to max it out. Now, that should go fairly quickly, but one downside of Apocalypse level games with the 400 deck points is they are slower. So it may actually be a bit of a slog, and we'll see. And for those lower level players, that is going to be a hill to climb, right? So it is a little bit more friendly because we'll be playing against more players rated appropriately against you, and it's going to broaden the pool of decks you may go up against because it'll encourage more people to play it. So you'll get a broader selection of appropriately leveled opponents. Let's go with the Supreme Commander here. So all in all, you should see a much better play experience, which is cool. I really appreciate that. On that note, we're going to make it a terrible deck play experience. Yeah, let's do it. Supreme Commander Vol. And I'm going to play this and then call it. I want to keep this relatively short. But yeah, I wanted to make sure to share this. There was a live stream announcing this on Thanksgiving Day, so I caught maybe the last 20 minutes of it. But our dear Mad Emperor was very kind about sending me some cliff notes. Hopefully, I got everything right. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything. But of course, the real details are going to come out when we actually see it launched, whenever that may be. Yeah, I see you trying to get me that Bloodthirster. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh. All right. Let's see. We're at 400 deck points. It's crazy. I'm definitely not used to this. So, ooh, ouch. Even seeing this here. uh, yeah. Yeah, give me a miracle. Perfect. That's what I was counting on. Oh man, love the miracles. God, Supreme Commander Ball is crazy powerful. I do think she is arguably the most powerful of the Supreme Commanders, although Supreme Commander Gosar does give her a run for it. Biggest difference being that I think Vol herself is a lot better, where Gosar's decks are more powerful, but you get game-winning miracles frequently with SC Vol, and she's pretty great. So, and it's fun to run something. Oh God, and see right there, that was a big swing, and that too, keeping that guy alive for another couple turns is going to be huge, especially with that poison buffing up his attacks. And there, that Furious Charge without a miracle probably would have been enough to take out Celestine, but because I have the miracle, she lived. Let's see if I can actually pull this out, though. It's closer than I thought it was going to be. But you know what? We'll give you a sporting chance, Skull Taker. Maybe better than sporting chance. Yeah, so that true card level, I really, oh man, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that did it. Yep, there it is. And so it's hard to rate Supreme Commander Vol because it's still random, but the randomness is triggers often enough when you need it and rarely triggers when you don't need it. And it's just such a powerful swing every time it happens. But anyway, that's enough. There's your breakdown of Apocalypse mode. Let me know if you're excited about it and what you're excited to play. And of course, it's hard to know how excited to be about it yet until we've actually seen what it's going to look like. But yeah, we'll see you soon. Cheers.